Hello, everyone. Hey, guys. So, really quickly before we get started on the free list questions, I did want to show you guys something kind of fun that I'm going to introduce soon. I'm going to make a live stream that's going to have like certain ways that you can access this. But basically, I have this cute little thing here. I'm gonna do a live stream that basically says that as long as you make a certain donation to my channel, you will include a mystery box. So it might be an extra free yes or no question. It might be an entry to a private reading with me where you have high chances of winning. It might be an extra 10 card reading for free, something along those lines, but you'll be able to see those. This is gonna be like my mystery box here. So once I do those live streams, it'll probably call like mystery box live stream, something like that. But basically, just to thank you guys for donating to me, just to give back a little bit, something a little extra to go along with the reading that you donate for. So I haven't fully thought it through yet, but that's kind of like my plans. And I thought this was a really cute idea. So hopefully you guys do as well. I am going to go ahead and get started on the free list now. Who doesn't like a mystery box? All right. So first up, we have Katie. I'm sure I'll put together the details for the mystery box this week and hopefully do that live stream so we can see how it works. Katie, I am getting a no for you, 5 of Swords. I think October might be too soon. So when I cut the deck, I saw the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So I feel like Spirit is saying that you need to bring this to an end. Keep your guard up. You'll be happier that way. And I feel like maybe while it was flattering, we have the 6 of Wands and the Moon. Ultimately, I am getting a yes. This was the best decision. It's funny that you said the other night too, because we also have the moon here. So I'm leaning towards a yes. It was definitely the best decision for you. I am getting a yes, Caleb B. Maybe for a little while longer, there will still be like some sadness, but I'm hoping soon means within the next month or so for you. I am getting a yes. Hey, Jasmine. Rashima, I'm so sorry to say I am getting the 3 of Swords. This talks a lot about love, maybe love life or something along those lines could be affected here. I don't ever get sad news like that for you, Rashima. I'm sorry. So yeah, so I'm seeing some people kind of comment on the mystery box. So I'll probably do one of those live streams this week where we can add the mystery box in, which I think will be a lot of fun. I just wanted to kind of get your guys' opinion on if you would like something like that. Positive Vibes Tarot. I feel like he does positive vibes, but the one thing I will say is that it doesn't feel romantic right now. It seems more like they're thinking about you, wishing you well, hope you're being cared for, hope you're being taken care of and spending time with people. They're sending good wishes your way, but I'm not necessarily getting romantic thinking, if that's what you were asking about. Jasmine. So Katie, I can redo your question. I'll redo your question. I have a no for you, Jasmine. Another no at the bottom of the deck. Actually, a couple no's. I am getting a no, Katie. A no as well at the bottom of the deck for your new month that you asked about. You're welcome, guys. Oh, I am getting a yes. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of cups. So it's going swimmingly. Becca says, very true. I told him that until he focuses more on being there for our son, I'm not going to spend or open doors for him romantically. Yep. You handled it well. You're welcome, Katie. You're welcome, Alexandra. So we have 7 minutes left on the free list. If anybody else wants to ask if I haven't answered for you yet, I'm going to check in on donations. If anyone donates, let me know so I can confirm that for you. But I do see a Cash App donation. Jasmine got a BOGO. Karen Peralta, has my dad been feeling a little anxious around me lately? There is anxiousness here. I just saw that card. But I want to see if it's about you or around you. Steven feeling anxious around Karen. Yeah, he has been feeling anxious around you. I'm not getting that it's because of you per se. Like, I mean, that's very possible. If that resonates for you, take it. But I'm not sensing that it's because of you. I think that he's just feeling anxious in general. And he happens to experience that anxiety when you're around, not because of you per se, but just he can't turn it off when you're there. Jasmine, if you're ready, you can go ahead and post your question. If you know both of your questions for your BOGO, you can list them both at this time. You're welcome, Karen. I'm going to go grab my phone charger. And then once the timer runs out, we'll move on to our donations. Each Pisces X be aware that we are dealing with each other. Okay, Jasmine, I am going to save that question for you. We have, just trying to see how clear my screen is right now. It's looking a little blurry. Yeah, it's blurry. Hey, Momo, how are you? I hope you're doing good today. So, Jasmine, those are your two questions, right? I have them saved. Okay, so hopefully we're a little bit more clear. I think we might be. Two minutes on the clock. Perfect. All right, Jasmine, I'll be with you in just a second. I'm going to go grab my phone charger. Momo says, my day was well. How was yours? My day was good. Thanks for asking, Momo. All right, y'all. So that is it for the free list. If you have been here before, if you have not, I'm happy to still answer a yes or no question for new subs to me tonight. However, that is going to be it for those of you who have been here before. Let's take a look at Jasmine's questions. Will H Pisces X be aware that we are back dealing with each other romantic? Will X Pisces be aware that Jasmine and H are back dealing with each other romantically? Just trying to find a place for that. Okay. Yeah, she will. First card out was Ace of Cups. That's a yes card for me. Pretty much every card here is a yes card that I am getting. It's something that she probably already senses. I just feel like it's something that she doesn't necessarily know for fact yet. The reason why I feel like she's tapping into her intuition when it comes to this connection, if she knows about you, or there's history of her knowing about you already, I feel like that's something that she's kind of already been aware of, is the connection that you guys have between the two of you. But I am feeling like she's picking up information, like she's getting these intuitive hits, so to speak, that something is going on. It could be if he's typically in communication with her, it could be his energy towards her. She could suspect something. It could just be her natural intuition, just knowing that it's probably about time for him to move on or explore something new. Now, if you guys are back dealing with each other again, meaning like you guys have had some type of situationship in the past, and then you guys are like kind of rekindling that again, I do feel like she could feel you have attachments to one another, and this is something that she's aware of. I feel like she's trying to make her peace with this. Just with the cards that I am seeing, I feel like she is trying to be okay with it. I'm just realizing that my camera is very blurry again. Hold on one second. I'm trying so hard to make sure that my camera is not blurry for you guys, and it's definitely not like my literal camera. I think it's just my service or my Wi-Fi. So if you guys are noticing that, please do let me know. I know that my picture is not completely perfect, but it definitely could be better than what you've been seeing. So you said you went to see him. Okay, so I'm trying to see what else she's picking up from this. Let me pull a couple extra clarifying cards. She's viewing you as the victor, or basically the person that won in this situation. And I think that she, from her standpoint, maybe a biased standpoint, questions your motives or your intentions. I think that she feels somewhat defensive when it comes to him. And so she's just hoping that your intentions are pure when it comes to him. Let's see. The Page of Swords a lot of times can talk about spying on social media, so there could be an element of that happening as well. So she may be trying to look to other mediums or other modes to get more information on this connection. She could be talking to other people. The Page of Swords are very inquisitive, so they like to gather information and learn more intimate information. Oh, thank you, Becca. You said my quality is so good. I appreciate that. I love my quality. I do. This camera's awesome. But at the same time, I'm always like, if I see it being blurry, it makes me so mad. She's territorial of him, thinking she can always get him back. She told me he would always go back to her. You know, it's funny that she says these things to you because she feels like he has an attachment towards you. But she could also have a negative attachment to him as well. The devil is like just basically toxic patterns and negative attachments. So she, because she has negative attachment to him, she could view him having a negative attachment towards you, where she's then projecting like her own insecurities onto the situation to make herself feel better. Okay, so I think that's the most I'm going to get out of that reading. Let's go ahead and move on to you're welcome, into your second question here. Does he only deal with me because, does she still think he only deals with me because of money? Okay. Does she still think he only deals with her because of money? Does she still think? Yeah, for sure. I am getting a yes. You have the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. But I think what this is, Jasmine, I think it's just like her trying to, again, like I said, make herself feel better about the dynamic that you and him have. So this could be the on the surface reason, but I think that she feels okay. Yeah. So she feels like you've won the situation. I'm coming back to that again. It almost seems like she's using this money situation as an excuse to feel better. And maybe even the excuse she's giving to other people when she like vents or complains or talks about this. But I feel like she feels inferior to you. We have the Empress here. And so I think that she feels deep down that he's making the better choice. But I think that it's just a reflection of her own self esteem. She is trying to utilize these excuses to make herself feel better about the fact that you guys are in communication. So she is going to find out. I feel like she's doing everything she can to keep tabs on the situation. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. Appreciate that. I see her coming in again as the High Priestess. She's definitely threatened by your connection. That's the one thing that's coming through. I think she feels that you are the person that can make him happy. Although she wishes that she was that person, I still feel like it's almost like she wishes she had the connection that you two have. All the while she's talking about how you guys don't have a good connection. So it's interesting because I think that this threatened feeling that she's experiencing is because she really feels like you guys may be a better match, more suitable for each other, more compatible. But because it doesn't end in her getting what she wants, she's upset about this. Her viewing him as the King of Pentacles in reverse shows that she could have this perception possibly that he's not as set up as he would like to be, financially speaking or career based, that he has goals for himself and that maybe you're assisting him with this. But she almost feels that if he was more stable in his career or his finances, or like if he felt more stable and secure within himself when it comes to this type of thing, that he wouldn't even be going after you. That's like her perspective. But I think truly deep down, she knows that it's more than that. It's kind of crazy though, because it's like the dynamic that people can have with ex-girlfriends. Like I never met my fiance's ex, but I'm like so grateful to her for the lessons that she's taught him. Like I remember when I met him, from day one, he'd be like, yeah, she did this and she did that and she did this, and I'm just like, thank you, ex-girlfriend, whoever you are, for putting in the work so that way he is the way that he is now, for me, so that he's a better person for me. Like I really appreciate that. But at the same time, I'm sure there's like those exes where you're kind of talking about, where you feel like they just do nothing but try to get in the way. And I think that's just because she's not over him. She's not ready to let him go. Like I've never had an ex interfere with my relationship with him. And I think that's the difference, is that you're dealing with someone who's not over it and her feelings are still there for him. Yeah, I remember seeing The Devil, and so when you have like negative attachments and things like that, it's not a good mix for sure. So I hope that I answered your question, Jasmine. For everyone else that's hanging out, my donation list is open. You will actually be next. Today we're doing $15 BOGOs, where you buy one get one. If you take a look at my description, you will be able to see. You're welcome, Jasmine. You'll be able to see all the pricing information that I have. So this is just my screen, for example. We have the $15, you get a regular reading and an extra question of your choice. $20. Oops, sorry guys. $20 is the same deal, but you get charms for one of your questions. And I have those charms. Where do I have those charms? Right here. And then you also have the $15 channeled first person romance message. So that's where I channel for your person. If you get any of these readings up top and next to the purple hearts, you can add on channeled messages to your readings as well if you'd like. Depending on how this live stream goes, I probably will only be on for about 30 more minutes. Unless it gets busier, then I'll hang out. And if I end up doing it that way, then I'll probably be back for a typed audio session later on tonight. In case anyone's interested in that. If I end up doing that, it would probably be an 18 plus. Those are always fun. Hey Vetus, how are you? If I have anyone in here that's watching that's a new subscriber to me tonight, please make yourself known when you're able to talk in the chat. I am doing free yes or no questions to new subscribers tonight. I'm doing good today. It's been a weird day. I will admit, it's been a strange day today. I'm like, I feel like after that full moon, I don't know what happened, but I feel like I woke up in like a different world or something. Today it just feels so bizarre. But I am doing really good. I hope you are. Oh, you said you are. You said you're good. Yeah, just hanging out. Our power went out today. I woke up later than I was planning. So that was just weird. When your power goes out, I feel like that just throws your whole day off. The full moon was intense. Oh, that's so good, Becca. I needed to work with the full moon a little bit more than I do. I'm guilty of not working with it, but I probably should, considering I am Luna Affinity, right? So it looks like Danielle made a donation. Danielle, whenever you're ready, we are ready for your question. Thanks, Danielle. I'm not sure if you heard, but I was mentioning earlier that I was ready for your questions when you are. Thank you for the donation. Channeled messages from Jay. Is he serious about what he asked me? All right, so Danielle, I am getting that he was serious. Yes. Depending on what he asked you, there's like a small yes that I was getting for that question, which is making me feel like that he could still have some doubts or caution or hesitancy. But overall, I am getting a yes that he was serious. Let's dig into that a little bit more with a card. Okay, so there is, like I said, a bit of caution here. I think he's trying to see the best in the situation, but he is a bit guarded here with the Nine of Wands. I feel like whatever it is he asked you or the subject matter that he was talking about is something that I feel he thinks would be helpful, beneficial, maybe even make it to where things feel good, or that things are moving in a more positive direction. It's kind of what it seems like that his hope was, that he just wants things to maybe get better or be better. And I do feel like he's tapping more into his feminine side, meaning that he's trying to take inspiration when it strikes, think more through things emotionally versus just very objectively. I think sometimes he can be very logical or try to be realistic, but I think that ends up hurting feelings. And so now he's trying to factor in feelings a bit more, is kind of what I'm seeing. Let me get some channeled messages for you here. Okay, so I hear him saying, like, I'm trying to be more structured. I'm trying to be more disciplined. I feel as a whole, I don't necessarily feel like I've been very accomplished. I've not really been proud of my choices or feel like I am proud of many things when it comes to the decisions that I have made. Right now, I'm just looking for peace. I'm looking to surround myself with people who bring me joy and bring me that peace and bring me like low stress. I feel like I've lately been having to face a lot of fears, especially with the choices that I have made. I feel like karma is out to get me sometimes. But I am trying to have more patience, more trust. I'm trying to be someone that other people would be proud to know and be proud to be with. I am trying to be more conscious and aware of how my actions could affect other people. I'm trying to just trust the situation for what it is. I want to heal myself. And by that, I want to take a deep dive into things that maybe I've been too scared to confront or too scared to face. My own downfalls and character flaws are things that I need to realize, do I still want to carry that on into the future, or do I really want to change those things about myself? I realize that I can't change anything that's already transpired, but the best I could do is just try to make better choices moving forward. And I am trying to get connected with myself on an emotional level, follow my intuition, and be more tactful in the way that I say things. Maybe the way that I say things to you sometimes can end up hurting your feelings because I'm not very thoughtful in my words and what I'm saying, and I don't want to hurt you. So Danielle, just from what I'm observing in regards to Jay, he is dealing with a lot of hurt right now and a lot of healing. And I don't think that's been inflicted by you. I think it's just in general things that he's kind of pushed down and hasn't really dealt with. We have the hurt and heal here. We have the Three of Swords here, which is deep pain, painful infliction. And then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, which talks about him trying to figure out a way out. So I hear him saying, like, I don't want to have a victim mentality. I don't want to constantly come to you with excuses and try to explain myself away for maybe just inappropriate behavior or for a lack of consideration for you in regards to the things that I do. I don't want to sit here and play the victim anymore. I actually want to take charge. And I just want to be more responsible. I want to be more accountable. I want to show up, and I want the person that I'm with to feel appreciated. I'm recognizing the pain I've also caused to other people. I feel like I've lost you, or I'm losing you. I feel like I'm letting my chance slip away. It's almost like he feels, Danielle, that he's kind of like, like I almost hear him saying, like, I feel like I'm a joke to you. Like, I don't know if you take me seriously anymore, even though I want you to take me seriously. I feel like it's just like there's only a certain amount of times that I can let you down. That, like, I don't even know if you care what I have to say anymore, or you value me and what I feel and what I think. But I do want to get to a place with you where you feel like you're being considered, you feel like you're being heard. I do admire you. I treasure you. Good. I'm glad this is resonating. I feel like he's saying here that if he does not figure out a new way to go about doing things, then he's just going to keep hurting the people that he loves and that he cares about. He's been kind of selfish. He's saying, like, I've been kind of selfish in the way I've gone about things, or maybe just my general mindset has been a bit selfish, where I've kind of just wanted, I'm being honest now, but like, where I just kind of wanted things to just be easy and I wanted to get what I wanted, and I didn't necessarily feel like I needed to work for it or work too hard for it. But I'm realizing now that, like, what makes me happy is having other people in my life that are also happy. There's another message here. I feel like I hear him saying, like, I just don't want any more drama. I don't want any more trouble. I'm not, by saying these things, I'm not trying to remove my own accountability or remove my own responsibility here. I'm not, by saying these things, like, I don't want any more drama or I don't want any more trouble, I'm not trying to deflect or not hold myself accountable in these things. Just generally, that's how I feel. I just want to move forward in peace. Oh my God, you told him that? Because that's what he said. Like, he's just like, I feel like you think I'm a joke. That's crazy. Did you actually use those words with him? Donations are open, guys. You will be the next person on my list. So he is coming through again, talking about pain. There's a lot of pain here that's happening. So for you to say, like, he has been through a lot, you do understand that. I feel like this is just coming through to just reiterate those things we've already talked about. But maybe he's feeling it more strongly. He's saying we will be together again. I'm starting to understand our connection. I can't reach out. I feel the sexual tension. I feel like he's saying, I let you down. I can't do this. I have so much to lose. I wish I could tell you about my good news. My life is not together. This is actually something I was talking about in the very beginning of your reading, is that he feels like he needs to, like, get his shit together. Like, I feel like he's just been a mess for too long and he's kind of ready to start making a change. I left before you could leave me. I'm also hearing I feel you leaving me behind. We had that earlier. We talked about him taking accountability. So, Danielle, where do you guys stand at this point? I feel like he is saying this is on me, not on you, but I am keeping you at a distance. Maybe even for your own good, I'm keeping you at a distance. It's like he is acknowledging his responsibility here. But I also feel like because of that realization of all that he's probably put you through, he also is feeling undeserving of you at the same time. So while he's trying not to be the victim, I feel like it's coming across to you kind of cowardly. Like for you, you're just kind of like, okay, great. So you're just not going to step it up. You're not really going to put the effort into it. And on his side, he's like, well, I've already put you through enough. Like now that I am recognizing this, and now it's almost like the fog has cleared, and like it's almost like if you've been treating someone really, really badly, but you're just not realizing that you're treating them badly. And then all of a sudden you have an epiphany or an aha moment or something like that, then where like the fog clears and you realize everything that you've done to that person, then you're like, I'm undeserving. And I feel like that's where he's coming from. He feels unworthy or undeserving because of everything he's put you through. He's like finally realizing the effects that this has had. And so it's not a matter of him not wanting to step up. It's just he feels like he's not worthy of this anymore. Yeah, you're going to find him probably in the near future kind of telling you things like, I feel like I don't deserve you. I feel like I'm unworthy. Not to say that he's going to use that to like back out of the connection, but I think that he is going to start going through. It's almost like he's finally experiencing the things that he's put you through. So you're probably going to start hearing him say these things to you. Yeah. SB, so you're getting a BOGO and 5 channel messages. Perfect. So SB, I'm ready for you. Thank you for your donation. Danielle, thanks again. He's recognizing a lot of things now. Yes, would agree with that. And I think that's hard. It's almost like someone with memory loss is what I'm sensing. Like it's the best comparison I can think of is like he had memory loss of all of the hurt he's put you through. It's almost like during the times he was doing these things and not thinking very clearly, not considering your feelings in this. It's almost like then he had memory loss, and then suddenly everything came flooding back, everything came rushing back, and like he's now fully experiencing everything he's put you through, and I think that's hurting him. It's interesting. Karma, exactly. He had the karma card here. He had this card right here. the house 8, 8th house. You're welcome, Danielle. All right, so SB, how does BA truly feel about me? He's a Taurus. SB, is BA, the Taurus, the person you want your channeled messages from? You're welcome, Danielle. Thank you. Okay. Okay. How does BA truly feel? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so what I'm getting so far is that this is a pretty intense connection that you guys have between the two of you. It's thank you, Jasmine. It almost feels risky. We have the Scorpio card here. So it's definitely like he's intrigued by you. He's interested in you. He could feel like there's an element of risk or danger with this connection. Like I'm hearing getting caught, but that could also just be a fantasy of his. He does feel restricted when it comes to pursuing you. So I feel like there is this level of like needing patience here. You have patience twice. Like he feels like it needs to be patient, but he does feel like your connection is changing with each other. We have the Pluto here, which is more Scorpio energy. We have transformation. So he feels like your connection is changing. It's not what it once was. I feel like he is wanting to become more acquainted with you through communication, learning about you, maybe talking to other people about you. This Mercury could also talk about like social media connection as well, like virtual communication. So we do have the 7 of Swords. Again, there's this element of risk or danger or being caught or having to sneak around. There's like this element here of like the things underneath that we're not expressing. Hold on one second for me, SB. I'm so sorry. Thank you for giving me a second to do that. You said yes, it was too up and down before, like I couldn't handle it before. So I do feel like there's like a lot of things coming up to the surface. Scorpio, Pluto, the moon, things that are on the dark or more hidden side, things that are more subconscious is being brought to the surface. So this could talk about feelings as well, that he feels like he can't like really hold back anymore when it comes to this. I feel like your connection is while it's intense, it's also there's this element of like, I don't know if it's if it's you and him, you both are like old souls, or if your connection is old, meaning like past life, like you guys have experienced a life together before, through maybe there was trials and tribulations there as well. You keep trying to meet up to see if you can not have a complicated connection. But I do feel like it's like showing me that like something here, there's an element of wisdom and ancientness, like oldness, like things that have been done before and lived before and experienced before. So when we're talking about his connections for you, this is probably him wondering why this connection feels so intense, so unexplainable. Deep is a good word. Where you met, you always felt like you were in a time capsule from like the 80s or 90s, like time stood still. Oh, that's kind of crazy. So it's not like a modern day love almost. But as I mentioned before, he does want to become more acquainted with you. There is a message here. There's a word on this card which talks about renewing. This is so crazy. So you have the death card underneath Pluto. Literally means transformation, both of these cards. So when I say that your connection is changing, it's evolving, it's definitely doing those things. So let's just say you guys haven't been in communication with each other. I am sensing you guys are going to come into communication soon. It's very possible that maybe you're feeling his energy really intensely on you, and that's because he's planning on coming back around, or he has been like thinking about trying to connect with you. We have a couple pages here. Page of Pentacles is about seeking opportunities. I feel like that's really all I'm picking up on in this reading. I'm trying to see if there's anything else coming through. You do have the Fool at the bottom of the deck, which talks about new beginnings. So when I talk about this change happening between you guys, it's really strong. I am sensing that, oh, you also have renew. Remember I told you about the renew on this card, and then you have that here with the sun. You have a lot of repeating cards, which just kind of tells me that like there's just certain things that I'm telling you that needs to be like, what's the word? Needs to make a home run in your mind. Like basically I need to just bring it on home so that way you know like these specific themes that are throughout your reading between your connection with each other are things that are really important to know. And with the Eight of Pentacles, this is showing extra effort wanting to be put towards the connection. But yeah, that is what I'm getting for you, SB. Let me pull some message cards for you, channel message cards for you. And then if you're ready, you can let me know what your second question is. After SB, we're going to move on to Jasmine. I'm just surprised that we just never gave up. We went through so much together and separately. I posted my second question. Is it showing? Oh yeah, sorry. I skipped over it. I missed it. Messages from BA, the Taurus for SB, please. Jasmine, if you're ready, you can post your question. My life is not together as it seems. I want you so badly. I miss hearing your voice. I feel so drawn to you. I don't know why this happened. And then at the bottom of the deck, I don't react when people mention you. So what that kind of means to me is that he's really trying to downplay how he feels about you, especially when it comes to people that you might mutually know. This also can mean that if he hears your name somewhere, even if they're not talking about you, they're talking about someone else, his heart might skip a beat because like your name just kind of jolts him a little bit. Does he want our connection to elevate into a romantic connection? Jasmine, I've got it. Thank you. Does the Taurus want SB in his connection to elevate into a romantic connection? I'm hearing yes and soon, yes and quickly. So at the end of the last reading, we had the Eight of Pentacles that said he wants to work on this. He wants to put more effort into this. And I am getting confirmation on that. The Seven of Pentacles means that he wants to invest in you. He wants to put more time and effort into this. This interests him. He is feeling passionate for you, so the I want you so badly makes sense. He does feel sexual chemistry with you, as well as physical attraction and appeal. I'm getting almost like an arousal effect that you give to him. Sounds good, Jasmine. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles here again. This just talks about really working together, working on this together. The Chariot is dedicated, devoted, determined. They are wanting to move forward and they don't have any questions or doubt in their mind. They would like to see this connection progress and move forward. I feel like it's actually something that he might be trying to make happen here with the Magician. This is like the manifesting card. So I feel like almost like he's trying to make this happen on his own. Get the ball rolling, so to speak. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse shows me that he doesn't want to be single anymore, aka independent, aka isolated from you. Now he is, I feel, trying to make this, like I said, get the ball rolling on an energetic level. I don't know if, and I don't think he has put any like actual action towards this. I think he is hoping to get a little bit of good luck from the universe or the powers that be. You had the Page of Cups in your last reading. I was trying to figure out why, but nothing was coming to me. It is making sense now. He's kind of hoping for a chance of luck or a happen chance situation where you guys run into each other. I'm sure you said, I think you said that you guys are at a distance, but he's kind of looking for a little bit of luck to go his way, for things to kind of just fall into his lap, for you guys to start communicating. Like, I'm seeing almost with the Two of Swords that I don't think he's ready to make like an actual action step just yet. He's kind of hoping that maybe with any luck you reach out to him and then he can start talking to you, or the universe somehow puts you guys in each other's path, is kind of what he's waiting and hoping on right now. But you have the Judgment card, which is renewal as well as healing, moving forward, a new phase. Judgment is kind of like transformation, but it's basically like you're starting over, you're starting a new life, moving on through the things that you have already learned. And so I feel like he's definitely looking for a change in the dynamic of your relationship. He's looking for something more, something different. He kind of wants like the old life that you guys shared together to just be in the past, to make room for something new and better. So I hope that answered your question sufficiently, SP. Thank you for your donation. You're very welcome. Jasmine, how does H's friends and family think he feels about me now that I met them? So the first thing I'm hearing is that it's like almost like he has like a smile about him. There's like a lightness and a smile, maybe even a light within him that they're seeing, a light in his eyes. Something about his physical appearance is giving away that he's happy, and his friends and family really like to see this. When people are generally happier and have a little pep in their step and they feel good about life or where their life is heading and they feel inspired, they may even treat the people in their life differently. They may be more loving, more understanding, more generous. And so I feel like they're by default reaping the reward of his happiness. And they're liking it. They're very happy for him, it seems. I will say that I do feel like they felt a bit cautious originally, just because I think you mentioned that you guys had some history, or maybe it's his history. They were like questioning his like decision-making abilities. Like maybe he didn't make the best choices in the past, and they were a little bit worried about this. Something like that. Like they're thinking about the Seven of Water, complex details, romanticizing the past, something along those lines. So it's almost like they were questioning there's like a specific word and I don't know why it's not coming to me, but basically his ability to make wise choices. Um, so it's kind of one of those things where it's just like they could have been a little bit cautious when meeting you or interacting with you. But I do feel like that with the King of Air here in the center of the reading, that they do feel like, okay, we can breathe a little bit. Like, this is his life. He's going to do what he wants to do. But from what we can tell so far, he does have clarity when it comes to this person. I feel like they could be a bit, especially if they were involved in the history with the ex. Like, let's just say the ex was like the worst. Like, let's just say she was very toxic and that spilled into his connection with his family and friends. They could be kind of on the fence here when it comes to you. Some of them may not feel fully confident just yet, but they're warming up to the idea. But I feel like if they were affected by his poor decision making, then they could also feel like they need to hold their breath when it comes to the connection with you, right? So there's some of that, but there is the Unity card here, which is the Hierophant. This is the family card as well. But it's not the family card as like the family of the future. It's the family of the past. It's the way you were raised, who you were brought up with, maybe the influence that they had on you growing up, your traditions that you have with them, or your morals, your values, your upbringing, that kind of thing. And I feel like they feel you're a better fit for their family than maybe what they've experienced with the other people that he's dated. I feel like this family could also be very traditional as well. There could be elements to them where maybe it's not very like contemporary, maybe it's not like modern day or very progressive, but they do have like old school traditions and beliefs that I feel like could be a factor here. Let's see, what else do we have? There is a feminine maternal figure, the Empress, showing up that could quite possibly have a big role here in his life. It affects, like, it's almost like as long as he has this person's blessing, when it comes to the connection, that's all he needs. It's specifically feminine, so it's some type of motherly role, like aunt, grandma, mom. Yeah, okay. So their opinions matter a lot to him. Like, I'm kind of getting with like this card, it could be like they would expect you to go to their church maybe, or maybe if you stay over, they're not so keen on you guys sleeping in the same room if you're not married. Maybe they don't like the idea of y'all living together if you're not married. Maybe and I mean, again, this is traditional, so this is for his family in particular. But regardless, they do feel like that you are a better match, like you are a better fit, is the one thing that's coming through pretty strongly. I feel like what's really important to them, what they'd like to see more of when it comes to you, is you giving him. She told him not to mess up with me, and he said he couldn't mess up now. I'm okay with that too, and prefer it as well. He wants to see you guys, or they want to, not he. They want to see the both of you. First of all, means compatibility. This means good match, 6 of Earth. But they want to make sure that you guys are constantly coming from a place of love, and that there's equal give and take within the connection. That you guys, no one's giving more than the other person. And like, to clear that up, meaning like if for whatever reason he's down and out and you need to be his rock for a month or so, that's fine. But also then the next month, maybe he needs to be more supportive with you. But basically, like, just equal give and take. You know what I mean? Like, you do the dishes, he cooks. You the vacuum, he takes out the trash. Like when it comes to love too, like making sure you're both fulfilled and both satisfied, it's like that's what's really important to them, is that he treats you with respect just the same as they would expect you to treat him. It's like a very much like equal give and take. That's what they really want to see, and more than anything, they just want to see him happy. I do feel like they feel like he is starting over. The dreamer here talks about taking a leap of faith, following your heart, following your dreams, even if it may be, not fully thought out, or you may not know exactly what's going to happen. It's just hoping for the best. That's that dreamer card. So I feel like that's kind of their energy. So that is what I've got for you, Jasmine, for the first question. Let me know what I can do for your second. That's good. You said I loved his family. Good. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. Meeting the family is a big deal. For those of you just hanging out, if anybody wants to make a donation, I just want to let you know I've got a couple spots open. I am on my last reading of the night thus far. So if no one else donates within the next probably 10 minutes, I'm going to sign off here. I will probably be back on later on tonight if I can find the time to do that. But I am open. I am open for anyone else who would like to donate. I will hang around. Thanks, Jasmine. I haven't said anything, but I do appreciate that. Okay, so what's coming through very clearly is spring into summer. Okay, so we have Gemini, Leo. I feel like it's going to happen definitely by Leo season, but I feel like more importantly, it's going to happen sooner than that. The Queen of Wands specifically talks about, where did I have it? Queen of Wands, March 21st to April 20th. Ace of Pentacles is immediately. Okay, so I feel like it's definitely going to, I'm looking at a range here. Maybe something gets more solidified or something even bigger happens than commitment by Gemini, Leo season. But I am getting like within the next month, pretty immediately. And then you also have the Six of Pentacles, which says May. Okay. So basically, you have like April to July. I know that's a huge range, but the one thing I really want you to like pay attention to is that the Ace of Pentacles literally means immediately. So my best guess is by the time Leo season rolls around, you will see a significant change. You will see 100% commitment. And I feel like you're just continuing. What I like to see is like this is like kind of like a stair. Like it's kind of like this is the soonest, this is the latest, but you're building here. And that's the important thing to keep in mind. You're sold on May. So that's what I've got in regards to that. Let me pull a couple angel answers cards for you. Like I'm getting springtime. Like you're not gonna have to wait any longer than like you're not like halfway through this year. Like that's kind of what I'm picking up. All right, so we have trust is the first card. You're welcome. We have look for a sign. Synchronicities are a big thing. I don't know if you had the Page of Cups. I'm trying to think, but synchronicities is a big thing. So when you feel like you're starting to see repeating numbers, maybe like you say a specific quote in the day, to be or not to be, for example, like let's just say you said that to someone in your life and then you're watching TV later on that night and someone on that show says to be or not to be. And you're like, well, that's kind of trippy. I just said that today. And I don't normally say things like that. So things like that, where like the things you're watching, the things you're reading, the things the people you're around, the conversations that you pick up and hear, it's like all that synchronicity. So when you start seeing that happen, like I remember when I was coming into my new timeline and synchronicities were happening like every single day. And that's a very big sign that things are starting to change for you or are already changing for you. So we also have romance, and then we also have opportunity and ask your angels. So these are some angel answers cards for you. I split the deck. We have don't stop and within the next few weeks. So that is what I've got for you, Jasmine. I hope you enjoyed your reading with me. I do appreciate you coming back to me for a reading again too. That makes me really happy. You might be. That'll be awesome, especially if that's what you're wanting. Yes, you confirmed exactly what I got with my cards as well. Ooh, do you read as well, or do you just read for yourself? I'm glad that you got that confirmation that you needed. Just for myself, really, but I have read for a few others. That's very cool. You guys are blessed because that energy drain is serious sometimes. Oh, you're talking about when we read for other people? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I try my very best to set intentions prior to doing readings. And I ask for a lot of things. I ask for clarity. I ask for the messages to come in quickly for me to understand and not second guess myself. I ask for accuracy. I ask for the entire session of doing readings that everyone's protected and safe and held in the highest light. I ask that if I'm utilizing any of my own energy, that I'm basically pulling from the energy of the donations, the likes, the subscribes versus from my own energy bank in my own body. The one thing I will say is I get very hungry. That's like the biggest thing. As long as I can keep up with eating throughout the stream or taking a break to eat, I usually can keep my energy up pretty well. It doesn't drain me like tired wise like it used to. It doesn't make me as thirsty as it used to. And I'm hoping that if that's the case, then eventually it's not going to make me as hungry as I usually am. But I think it's all about the intention. It's about the protection that you set for yourself before you do readings. It's the relationship you have with your guides. When you don't have very good energy hygiene or you don't set that intention, I think a lot of times it can really drain you. And because spirit doesn't know where to pull the energy from. So if you are the conduit, it makes sense to pull it from you. But I say pull it from the food that I eat, pull it from the donations that I get, pull it from the likes and the the comments and things like that, pull it from the chat, the energy in the chat. I try not to let it drain me. And then I usually will practice to take a shower after my readings. I very rarely like to take showers before my readings because I like to have that extra cleansing after I do readings. It's it's very personal. It's very intimate. That ritual, that intention that you set, that's what I try to do. So I just basically went on that rant because I didn't want you to think that just blessed people, you know what I mean? I think anybody can try to prevent something like that from happening if they are very consistent with their intentions. Straight munchies. Oh my God, I get so hungry. Like, I'll eat before I stream intentionally. Like, I will eat like a bowl of like beans and rice and avocado. And then within an hour of doing reads, like a big ass bowl of food, and then like within an hour doing reads, I'm like, how am I hungry again? How is this possible? You do that too? You do showers after readings? It's the best. I feel like it's like the best way to end the night or the day or whatever. You're very welcome, Jasmine. Thank you for being a part of my community. I appreciate you. So we're going to do last call for donations, guys. I got to run to the store after this. So I'm going to hop off here in just a second. Then I got to come home, eat, shower, all that good stuff. If I am able, I would like to come back later on tonight with a type session. I always try, and I never am able to figure it out how to do that. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close the list now. Just over here, like, talking away. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. Hope you enjoyed your readings. Keep an eye out for another stream tonight, just in case you thought you were weird. You're not weird. No. Water is so cleansing. Let me tell you, like, just washing my hands makes me so excited. It's something about, like, the feeling of water just on my skin. It's like it does something for me. It's crazy. I'm obsessed. Like, if I could take 3 showers a day, I probably would. I think it's probably even more important when you're a reader to find those cleansing rituals. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I hope y'all have a lovely rest of your night if I don't see you again. Bye.